I might as well get this started now, but the game catcher is not going to show up unless I click on the window for some reason. There we go. Okay, this is going to be a little more tricky. All right, so welcome to the Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. I'm the Chrono Cross One Plays Games, and we're going to play through this game. We just got through with Curse of Monkey Island, and this is the first game in the series remade in special edition format, which means higher resolution graphics. The art style is going to be different. It's not going to look as cartoony, not in the same way. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and play it. Audio seems to be actually coming in a little bit hotter than it was before. Let me just turn that down. And now, of course, it cut everything out entirely. Wonderful. But I think I turned that down enough. If we need to make further adjustments to the audio later, we'll do it. But let's click on Play New Game. Camera, don't screw up on me. Alright, let's just go. No, this is not how it looks. This is how it looked back when they first released the game. They're gonna pull a trick on you here in just a second. Check this out. This is as far as I played just to see what it would do. Bam! There you go. And we'll wait through the credits. This is the game that Ron Gilbert first created for the Monkey Island series. The next game would be his last involvement. We'll play that one too. In fact, we'll play the entire Monkey Island series. How about that? We started with the third game because that's where I started, but then I played, of course, Escape from Monkey Island, which is the fourth game. Then I played Tales from Monkey Island, or Tales of Monkey Island. I forget if it's from or of, but whatever. I'll have to look that up later. So there are 5 games. We'll play the last 2 after we beat the first 2. I know it's kind of not a conventional order, but since I just purchased the first 2 games and I've never played them before, we're gonna do it. I don't remember how long these credits are. Okay, it's over.
Hi, my name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
Yikes! Don't sneak up on me like that.
I'm over this way.
Ah, well then, Thriftweed.
Threepwood. Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. So, you want to be a pirate, eh? You look more like a flooring inspector. But if you're serious about pirating, go talk to the pirate leaders. You'll find them in the scum bar.
Gosh, thanks. I'll do that. Bye now. I'm off to seek my fortune.
Good luck.
Where did you say those pirate leaders were?
The scum bar.
Right. Thanks.
Okay. Now, one thing I noticed there, at least it's coming through to my my earphones here. It sounds like the dialogue and the music and the sound effects are about at the same volume. So I want to make an adjustment really quick to this. To me, that doesn't sound right. Well, actually, they're not. Okay, that's weird. Okay, I'm just gonna turn them down just a little bit more. Because I don't want the voice to be overpowered by the rest of the stuff. It's just a personal preference. Okay. There. And let's actually save the game, actually. Let's say actually twice. Can we say it a third time? Okay. And I say a lot sometimes too. Sorry about that. Okay, we just want to make sure that we have saved the game before we start. We're already 5% complete just by watching a cutscene. That's weird. So maybe this is a shorter game. The interface is different. There's none of that right click to bring up your inventory. Looks like left click and right click do the same thing. We got to scroll. Okay, scroll wheel puts us through. I could speak. It would be wonderful. Puts us through all of our options, which we have pick up, give, pull, talk to, close, and push, look at, open, use. Okay, that's a lot more. There is another thing I wanted to show you really quick, if I could find the right button for it. There's a way to switch to classic mode, which you saw a sneak peek of that already when the credits started. If I can just find the right... There we go. So magically, you can bring up the classic version of the game and play through it this way. Now, if you're a purist and don't mind looking at the old style graphics, which is what you would have experienced it as when you first played it, cool. Me, I never even played this version of the game. And preferably, if I'm going to play a version of the game now, I'm going to play the more modern version. No offense to the original version. But I want to hear the original voice actor for Guybrush and all of his dialogue, and whoever else they brought back for this. I'm assuming they got Earl Bowen to play LeChuck. I could be wrong about that, and I don't know if they got the voice actors for Elaine back. I haven't really looked. But I know at least the same Guybrush is back. So we're going to switch back to special edition mode. Okay. We can do that anytime. I don't think it's reliance on solving puzzles or anything. So, yeah. So this is a fresh experience for me. So I'm going to look around and see what things we can interact with. Okay, the only thing I see is the poster, so we're going to go ahead and look at it.
Re-elect Governor Marley. When there's only one candidate, there's only one choice.
Okay, so this is Elaine Marley, obviously. I don't think we need... We could try to... We can't open the poster. We could probably try to grab it or use it. Let's try to pick it up.
I can't pick that up.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. You're the boss, I guess. Can we use the poster for something?
That doesn't seem to work.
No, of course not. Why would it? Okay, use open. We can't open the poster. We can look at it. We already did that. We can't push it. Well, we could try to push it.
I can't move it.
Are you that weak that you can't move a poster? Close it.
That doesn't seem to work.
No. See, there's too many options here. Talk to it. We can't talk to it. It won't let us. Pull it.
I can't move it.
Give poster? No, we don't even have it. So how can we give something we don't have? Okay. Anything else we can interact with here? We were told we need to go to the scum bar, so maybe we should just go to the scum bar. If we see anything else on the way, we can go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, I guess you don't... If I could just find the walk indicator. Unless we don't need that. No, we... Okay, there we go. If you click anywhere, I guess it resets it. See, it's about learning the controls now. Oh, one big difference, too. Obviously, we're in widescreen now, so we're not in this 4:3 aspect ratio we were getting before. Well, I could have made it look like that, but it would have looked bad. So... Alright, there's the scum bar. There's nothing else to interact with on this screen. Not that I can see, anyway. Alright. Oh, and yeah, just a reminder, we're only going to play maybe 20 minutes, and we are halfway through that now because it is kind of late for me or slash early in the morning, depending on how you want to look at it. But I did want to get this game started since we just finished the other game, and I wanted to start our next one tonight. That's just how I was feeling. Okay, do we have to... I guess we can just
I
walk.
can't move it.
Can we just walk in? Okay, there we go. Might go a bit longer than 20 minutes, though, because I want to feel like we got somewhere, or at least picked something up before I quit. Some item in the inventory. Oh, and how do we bring up the inventory? I would think that's something I should be looking at here. We don't click the scroll wheel. Do we have to actually push the I key? Okay, there we go. I think you'd be able to bring that up with your mouse, though. Let me look. Can we look at controls? Alt or I? Okay, we can't do it with the mouse. Okay, that's gonna be a bit different. I was used to having all mouse controls, but let's talk to this guy.
Ahoy there, stranger. New in town?
His mouth isn't moving. Is he a ventriloquist?
My name's Guybrush Threepwood. I'm new in town.
Guybrush Threepwood? That's the stupidest name I've ever heard.
I don't know. I kind of like Guybrush.
But it's not even a name.
Well, what's your name?
My name is Mancomb Seepgood. So, what brings you to Melee Island, anyway?
It's pretty much the same thing, dude. Guybrush Threepwood, Mancomb Seepgood. Oh, whatever. Okay.
I want to be a pirate.
Oh, really? You should go talk to the important-looking pirates in the next room. They're pretty much in charge around here. They can tell you where to go and what to do.
Where can I find the governor?
Governor Marley. Her mansion is on the other side of town. But pirates aren't as welcome around her place as they used to be.
So obviously what they're going for here is a still photo and then the voiceover. At least for this guy. This might be the way it is the entire game. That's fine, though. I don't expect them to go into that much work to animate everything for essentially, which is a skin-over remake of the original game. What's deeper than that, because they've redone all the backgrounds and they've recorded voiceover, but they probably didn't have the budget to do a cartoon, you know, and cutscene everything. So it's cool what they did, though. If you compare it to the original game, I don't think it's gonna let me switch right now. I want to see if it does, though. Oh, it did. That's cool. So here's your original artwork of what this guy looks like. So I'm gonna switch back, though. Might be worth playing this game in the original mode, though, but
Why not?
Well, the last time she had a pirate over for dinner, he fell in love with her. It's made things rather uncomfortable for everybody.
How's that?
Well, there's a whole big story about what happened next, but I don't believe a word of it. Esteban over there at the other table might tell you about it. He takes the whole thing seriously. Very seriously. Uh-oh, looks like my grog is going flat, so you'll have to excuse me. Nice talking to you. Have fun on Melee Island.
okay. So we can't talk to him anymore.
I don't want to bother them.
Well, we
They're
bothered
busy
one of
listening
them.
to the guy on the left. They're busy listening to the guy on the left.
As you said already.
I don't want to bother them.
Okay. How about this
They're
guy?
busy listening to the guy on the left.
Can we talk to you? See, I don't really like how I have to scroll through all these. There might be a shortcut to this, but
What are you looking at me for?
I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Guybrush.
Yeah? So what?
Who's this pirate that's bugging the governor?
LeChuck. He's the guy that went to the governor's for dinner and never wanted to leave. He fell for her in a big way, but she told him to drop dead. So he did, and then things really got ugly.
camera. I'm sorry, guys, but after the Curse of Monkey Island series, I keep looking at this camera thinking it's gonna screw up. And I will keep looking at it until I'm confident it's not gonna mess up again. At this point, if it gets to the point where it gets really bad, I'm just gonna switch to a new one. I actually have a worse camera I can switch it to, because I originally bought a I think it's a 620 or 5.4, I forget, but it's a step down from this one. And if I have to plug that one in, I will. This is supposed to be a good camera. At least for what I'm doing with it. So,
What's so scary about this LeChuck guy?
LeChuck was a fearsome pirate. He tried to impress the governor by sailing off to find the secret of Monkey Island. But a mysterious storm came up and sank his ship, leaving no survivors. We thought that was the end of the fearsome pirate, LeChuck. We were wrong.
so they kind of do animate them a little bit, but not enough to show the mouth movements. So they did, I think it's probably faithful to the original game where there's, I could test that out, but I'm sure that's probably what it is. They're trying to be faithful to the way it was originally presented, but update it where there's slight movements to the character's face. So I can see what they're doing here.
What happened then?
He still sails the waters between here and Monkey Island. His ghost ship is an unholy terror upon the sea. That is why we are all in here and not out pirating.
Excuse me, but I'm looking for the dartboard.
Dartboard? We don't have one anymore. There was a horrible accident. Drinking and darts don't mix.
Where can I get a drink?
A drink? You could wait for the cook to notice you. But that would take all day. Just find a mug and sneak into the kitchen. That is what we all do. Look, this whole LeChuck thing has me pretty shaken up. So, if you don't mind.
They've gone about 20 minutes, and we haven't picked up a single inventory item. I'm wondering if I could bind the inventory key to this other mouse button I have here. I want to try that really quick. Because that would be quicker than having to click something on the keyboard. Or push something on the keyboard. No, I don't think it's going to let me bind anything, is it? Nah. Never mind. Wait, what was that? Verb shortcuts. Middle. Okay, that's what I was already doing. So I was thinking there was a quicker way to go through all that, but there is a hint system within the game, but we're going to try not to use it. Okay, let's see. There's just a lot of pirates. There's a dog over there. There's nothing for me to pick up.
He looks pretty shook up. I better leave him alone. I don't think it's wise to wake a sleeping pirate.
So what's the right click doing?
I don't think it's wise to wake a sleeping pirate.
Okay, that's a shortcut apparently to talk to him.
I don't want to come between a pirate and his grog.
Okay. So that's useful to know. So the talk button is going to be the right mouse button. Everything else is going to be... You have to scroll through to find it. That'll be somewhat helpful.
He looks pretty shook up. I think they're busy.
I.
Hi yourself.
I.
Nice hat.
I.
So, tell me about Loom.
You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score and musical effects, not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects and magic spells. Beat the rush! Go out and buy Loom today!
I'll have to look up what Loom is. It's the first I'm hearing of it.
Jeez, what an obvious sales pitch.
Sorry, but on some topics I just get carried away.
Oh, by the way, on the last stream, I was saying how Mary Kay Bergman looked familiar. If you are a fan of South Park, you might know her as the voice actress who originally voiced Sheila, Kyle's mother. And she did a lot of the other, maybe all the other female voices. Tragically, she committed suicide. So, yeah, not to put a damper on things, but that's why she looked familiar when I saw that name. So, yeah. Anyway,
Nice talking to you.
I.
we're here to have fun. That is a very serious subject, though, suicide, and maybe I can talk a bit about more of that in a later episode. Maybe my thoughts on it, but we're a Let's Play channel. We don't want to go too depth into things like that necessarily, so...
No thanks. I can't stand salesmen. No thanks. I can't stand salesmen.
I'm sorry. I was trying to click on someone else. How about this guy? No, he's a background extra. We can't click on him. How about the dog? He looks kind of mean.
Woof.
Lily Island. LeChuck.
He doesn't like LeChuck.
Woof, LeChuck?
Marley. Chuck. Monkey Island.
Alright, so we can't do anything with oh, what happened? I just clicked out of the game. Apparently if I go near the edge of the screen like that, it's gonna kick me out. So I gotta be careful with that. I was going to go through where I pick something up and call it good. You're saying I need to find a mug and then go to the kitchen. I didn't see any mugs sitting out on any of these tables that I could just pick up. Everyone's using their mug. Oh, I did it again. I gotta figure out a way not to make that happen, because if I go right over to the edge, I'll probably do it on purpose this time. Yep. Okay, so it's just gonna take me to the desktop. Well, so every game's gonna have its quirks, apparently. But that's gonna be a problem. If I have to go right near the edge of the screen and I need to click on something, it's sometimes gonna kick me out. And I have it in full screen mode, too. So... well, let's talk to these guys.
What be ye wanting, boy?
I mean to kill you all.
I want to be a pirate.
So what?
Why bother us?
Hey, don't forget we're short on help because of this whole LeChuck thing. So? So, no pirates means no swag, and no swag means no grog, and we're getting dangerously low on grog. Do you have any special skills?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Well, all right, but you don't become a pirate just by asking. You'll have to go through the 3 trials.
What 3 trials are those?
There are 3 trials every pirate must pass.
You must master the sword
And the art of thievery.
and the quest.
The what?
Treasure hunting, you sea urchin.
Right. You must prove yourself in each of these 3 areas. Swordplay, thievery, and treasure huntery. Then return with proof that you've done it.
And then you must drink grog with us.
Grog!
The guy in the red lined hat sounds like Denny Delk, who played Murray in the last game. I could be wrong, but I'm picking that up. You know, let me look this up really quick because that's who it sounds like, and I just kind of want to know. Doing this in the middle of the live stream. I'm seeing it might be in his credits. I might have the wrong character, though. Well, he's credited as Pirate Leader 3 and the narrator. I don't know if this is the Pirate Leader. But he's in this game, so... He's not credited as Murray, though, so Murray doesn't make an appearance, unfortunately. But the voice actor does. But you know what? We have gone over... We're nearly a half hour now. We haven't done much in... Excuse me. We haven't done much in the game. But I didn't want to make this too long of an episode, so I'm going to call it quits here. I'm just going to...
I'll just be running along now.
I'm just going to...
Leave us to our grog.
I'm going to
Come
exit...
back later and tell us how you're doing.
I'm going to exit out of that dialogue, though, and I'll talk to them later. But let's go ahead and save the game. And get this over with. Okay, percentage complete still the same, and it's saved in a different slot for some reason. Oh, it's an autosave at top. Never mind. It says I've only been playing 24 minutes. I've been streaming longer. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the Chrono Cross Plays Games, the playthrough we are doing here of The Secret of Monkey Island. And I'll be right back with you as soon as possible for another live stream for our second part. And hopefully we can get into that a lot deeper. Thanks for watching. See you next time.